we're going to do the meal house right now. So there. We'll show you the 7-day coming up in the next half hour. JP Dillon back with us from Carlson's Landing over there in Essex on the water. Good to have you back.
It's good to be here.
How are things?
They're going well.
Yes, yeah. I mean, this is, if you haven't been to Essex, I mean, listen, if you haven't been to Essex, you're missing out on what is one of the crown jewels of the state. Carlson's Landing, in a couple of years that you guys have been open, have become a crown jewel right there on the end by the water, because your food is inventive and well, you describe it. Here I am like selling you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, we're just too modern American, so we're always changing. Right now our menu's got like an Asian flair to it.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd you come up with that?
We were just bored and we were just trying to work through stuff we haven't done yet.
I love that. They were bored. Pork belly with peach glaze, and here's your Asian influence: Thai peppers. Thai peppers.
Yeah.
Thai peppers. What's do they do a lot of bacon-like products in when you talk about the Far East?
Yeah, a little bit, but we try to make it more American.
Okay,
so
and that's where the pork
is
belly comes in.
Exactly.
I always call it glorified bacon. I know that's an insult to pork belly because it's not. What are we doing?
So first off, we're just gonna sear the pork belly. So the pork belly we cooked yesterday, and then we pressed it overnight.
Cooked it yesterday. How long?
We cooked it for about 4 hours.
Okay.
4.5 hours.
If you were just taking a raw hunk of meat, could you avoid that 4 hours, or at home, or to get it ready, or you really?
Yeah, you could, but it just wouldn't be as good.
Well, it wouldn't be as good if you're eating it there at the restaurant. Here, allow me to hand you back your pork belly.
Thank you, sir.
The oil at a high heat there.
Yeah, we're gonna do a nice hard sear on it.
Yeah, let's see if that cackles.
It does not.
It does not. Okay,
So we gotta wait for this
takes
to heat
another minute to do. Okay, let's talk about the restaurant in the meantime. You guys just doing dinner, or are you doing lunch and brunches, all that stuff as well?
Yeah, we're still doing lunch and brunch, and we're open 11:30 to 3 for lunch, and then 4:30 to 9.
Okay, and in terms of the this new Asian Far Eastern flair you're doing, what other kind of dishes do you have?
We're just using their influence. So we're using a lot of miso, a lot of soy, stuff like the Thai bird chili peppers, yuzu.
Talk about these peppers, because I know you're going to throw them in a minute as soon as we get this up and running. With the heat.
They're just
I think that looks like it's going now.
Yeah, they're just a nice spicy pepper. We actually pickled ours, so that way we can get a little bit more flavor.
Can you get? There we go. Now we're hearing a sizzle. Now, if you're not using that kind of pepper, what do you recommend for a similar substitute? Are we going jalapeno? Are we going habanero? What are we talking here?
Yeah, so I'll make it a lot at my house with jalapeno if I can't find Thai
so
chili
there you go.
peppers.
And that's how it is. Although I will say, at most of your stores these days, they're starting to get they're starting to have a nice little selection.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot more worldly influence.
All right, so this is not going to take long to heat up.
Nope.
Right, we are talking because again, it's already been cooked once yesterday as it was pressed by, but now just a little sear, or what are we doing?
Yeah, we're just gonna sear it, and then we have a little bit of the liquid that we cooked it down in.
Okay.
And we're just gonna finish in that to infuse a little bit more flavor.
Talk about this liquid, because this is interesting. What do you got in this here?
So this is a mix of like a basic mirepoix, so onions, carrots, and celery.
Onion, carrots, the holy trinity if you're in New Orleans.
Exactly. And then it's a little bit of ginger and cooked down with a little bit of chicken bones.
Right.
To just give it that really good flavor.
I would imagine you could use this for lots of things.
Yeah, you can.
I can imagine you could just eat it with this. No, I wouldn't do that.
It's great on a hot dog.
Here we are talking gourmet food, pork belly and something. Oh, it's good on a hot dog, too.
Great on a hot dog.
Excellent, excellent. All right, so you flipped that already once, and the pork belly is searing quite nicely. Looks good, a little crust on there. And this is a quick dish. You said during the commercial you could do this in 90 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you want to really dazzle if you're having this at a dinner party, dazzle folks by just assembling it at that last point right here. Okay, in goes the mise en place. What else we got here? You're going to let that simmer for a little bit. You got spicy sauce here?
So this is a sauce made out of peaches and bourbon. And this is just helps sweeten it up a little bit, take away the spice from these Thai chili peppers.
Good. Excellent.
And then we just have a little bit of raw fennel, which is a good...
We're still here, right. Go ahead, raw. And that's it. That is all you got to do. So again, if you cook the pork belly, if you're having a dinner party a day in advance, slice it up, nice thick pieces, put it on medium heat, sear it, add your sauce that that you've rendered down already, and you're good to go. You have everything at that point, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Very
Finish
nice
that
and
up. We're down to
easy.
30 seconds. Look at this. You want to know what a professional JP Dillon is? Not only will you find him at Carlson's Landing, but we could throw him wrenches into the curve by not even turning on the darn stove, and he can still whip out a fine-looking dish in just about 3 minutes time. Carlson's Landing lunch and dinner over there on the Connecticut River, right there in Essex. Beautiful town.
Fantastic.
Nice to see you here.
Thanks for having
you
me.
brought everything but a fork, genius.
That's what you guys
I'm not
can
going to eat this with my hands. We're going to take a break. When we come back.